What if one of sport's greatest underdog stories never happened? What if a career that could change how we think of a talent that also speaks about pure persistence, a tale of unimaginable perseverance and impossible luck was just a story? Well, today we tell a real story, a parable about how years of thankless, grinding work that can set the stage for a single pure luck moment. Our story begins with Jamie Vardy. His dream was so ambitious that at 16 he was let off by the academy. They said he was too small. He played in the lowest tiers of English football, the non-league, working at factories for hours, grinding his days away, trying to make a living out of himself while also trying to make something out of the football. His hypothesis was very simple. It was keep scoring, keep creating chances, and someone eventually will find me. And the problem was, for years, it did not work out. For years, Jamie Vardy was just toiling around in the mud trying to make something out of himself. For almost a decade, he was trying. Each morning, a grueling shift at the factory. Evenings, training, and at nighttime playing for teams like Stokebridge, earning just a measly £30 a week. At one point, he even played with an electronic tag on his ankle, and this led to curfew limiting his game time, which meant that he would have to leave the games earlier than he was supposed to. His life's work was just a library full of ignored talent and potential. Scouts weren't even watching, and yet Jamie Vardy was still persistent, working hard, trying to score goals and trying to be the best player he can ever be. His determination was unshaken, and he was just waiting for that final unpredictable piece. The final piece arrived in 2012. After having a phenomenal performance at Fleetwood Town, Jamie Vardy ended his season with 31 goals. Leicester City, a team that was playing in the division below the Premier League, took notice and made a massive, unheard of a gamble. They paid £1 million for a 25-year-old non-league player. This was unheard of. Usually you go for younger players if you're ever going to buy players at that price tag. But this was Vardy's once in a lifetime, a 1 to billion moment. That one conversation, that one transfer, and that one moment of belief was the lucky break he'd been preparing for the last decade. He helped Leicester City get promoted to the Premier League, and then here comes the miracle. In 2015-16 season, the impossible happened. Against 5,000 to 1 odds, Leicester City ended up winning the Premier League. One of the most stunning achievements in history. And guess who was leading the charge? Jamie Vardy. With breaking a record of scoring 11 consecutive games. He still was the same player. The stage was just different. Leicester City's random gamble, fused with his hard work and earned talent, revealed to the world that this was a world-class striker. This wasn't just a hypothetical. It actually inspired a millions amount of players to actually step up. That it's never too late to go for your dreams. And this one lucky football moment changed history. But was it really lucky? If this transfer happened 5 years earlier, would he have been the same player? Would Leicester City win the same trophy that they won in 2015-16 season? The luck was meaningful because Leicester City took a gamble. They saw a hard-working man working relentlessly, trying to master his craft for over a decade. He meticulously arranged all the other pieces so that this one unprecedented, unpredictable piece can finally set in place. This also illustrates a profound truth, something a psychologist, Dr. Richard Wiseman, notes, that lucky people are more open and better at noticing opportunities. And Vardy cultivated these habits and went through and become the player he became. This pattern of lucky breakthroughs being culmination of years of hard work and consistency, often invisible effort, is literally everywhere. Many iconic creators didn't just pop up overnight. I mean, some did, but many of them did. They relentlessly iterated and adapted until this one final moment could come and they could seize it. The concept of deliberacy is something, let me just look at my note, as something Anders Id Eriksen says, argues that mastery comes from sustained focused effort. So, what does that mean? Vardy wasn't just playing, he was engaging in deliberate practice, increasing something called the luck surface area, and that means that the more you do, the more you learn, and the more you try, the more chances you have to succeed in life, pretty much. And you can find this exact recipe in, for instance, the most subscribed YouTuber of all time right now, Mr. Beast, also known as Jimmy Donaldson. Jimmy Donaldson started at 13 years old to start uploading YouTube videos. He was getting no views and he failed for years, to be honest. He obsessively studied YouTube, he tried his best, he worked hard and tried to reinvest every single dime he got from his YouTube channel back into exactly this, his craft, the videos that he makes. And the lucky moment arrived in 2017 when he did something that was very unique, counting to 100,000 on a video. It doesn't seem very fancy, very creative as to what he does now, but it was quite creative back then. People were intrigued and saw it. This was his lucky break. And this was where Mr. Bean was born. His success wasn't just overnight, of course, and it wasn't genius either. It was the fusion of consistent belief and a lot of hard work and a lucky idea he came up with. The real stories of hard work and determination is actually the ones that are more interesting than the fiction ones that we watch on our TV screens. And that's why I want you to comment down below and let me know if there's any time that you worked hard and you finally achieved what you wanted to achieve. For me, for instance, was when one of my YouTube videos actually got over 2,000 views. A video I didn't think really much of. It took me 10 minutes to record it, or 20, I don't really remember. I didn't do any editing. I just cut out the parts where it was empty, put in some B-roll footage. Took me about 20 minutes to upload and edit. Thumbnail was very easy and bam, that video got me 2,000 views. I was very shocked. It was a video I was contemplating to not even put out because I was so unsatisfied with the video and how it came out, but it had a lot of reception and a lot of love, and I'm forever grateful for that. The story of Jamie Vardy is not just a myth. Success, especially groundbreaking ones, is rarely a choice between consistency and luck. It's about laying down the groundwork and the foundation piece by piece, even though it's very agonizing, so that when that lucky moment arrives, you can just get a hold of it. What the world calls luck, history calls it perseverance over time. I've been Younis, and I'll see you lot in the next video. Peace.